And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. Our starting pitcher in this one, Hunter Dobbins. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
That one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
And the 1-0. Fought off foul.
There's no way around it. Soto is one of the most exciting players in baseball. His hitting skills are so advanced, you'd think he'd played in Major League Baseball in a different life or something.
One out, base is empty. And there's a ball.
2-2 the count.
Liner, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third, the first baseman, Pete.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Right through there for a strike. Dobbins measures 6 feet 2 inches. He features a four-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, and he works in a sinker. The 0-1 rolled softly, but that goes foul. That one missed.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. And now it's Mark Vientos. Not close with that one. 1-0. And it's fouled away. That one's in there, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Mets strand 1, and now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back inside Fenway Park, getting the nod in this one, Kodai Senga. And Singing, it's not hard to see, he's been outstanding.
Well, you just take a look at the numbers, ERA in the low ones. He's clearly been one of the best pitchers in the league this year. I mean, just dynamic stuff. It's electric as well as it comes through the zone. Hitters trying to figure out what he's doing. So hard to think with. And the only bad thing for him is that your ERA can really only go up. It's hard to take it down lower unless you throw a shutout. So we'll see what he's got in this one.
The other way, and that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Rafael Devers getting ready to hit. Just missed. That misses. Ball two. Runner at second, nobody out.
Let's go, Rafael.
Ball, that's inside.
And ball four, two aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and the guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
First and second, no outs. Now it's Alex Bregman. Tap foul at the plate. Oh, he hit him.
Timeout.
And that got him pretty flush.
First base.
Batting fourth.
So bases all loaded up. Wilyer Abreu now at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. Just missed.
Ball one, no strike.
On the ground at first. Could be two. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's Trevor Story. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. One down. Runners at second and third. So 2 balls and no strikes.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 3-0.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with the middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike. 4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there. The last one wasn't even close.
And stepping in for Boston, Abraham Toro. Swinging a foul out of play.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Not even close there. And the count is 1-1.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next pitch is outside. And he deals. Base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. But it's offline. He will score. And they lead by 3. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
First and second, 1 out. So stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong. First pitch, not close. Next offering is fouled back. Two on, 1 out.
Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Story, the lead runner at second. Toro at first, 1 gone. Next offering misses down and away. Line drive, and it stays fair. Story on his way home. 1 run is in. Headed for the plate. Play at the plate. Got him.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. Made the catcher work to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time play to cut down a run.
Stepping in is the speedy David Hamilton. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. That one finds the zone. 0-2. Red Sox already leading. Right side, McNeil in plenty of time to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. On to the second from Fenway Park. The Red Sox 4 and the Mets nothing. And we're back. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Here we go, Red Sox.
Dobbins back to work. And that's outside. And it's 1-0.
He's already pitching with a 4-0 lead, so we should see him be aggressive. Fill up the strike zone. Don't issue free passes.
He was late there. Strike 1.
1-1.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Pitch in the dirt, and the count's even at 2. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Starling.
Here's Starling Marte. And first offering is fouled off. Check on the runner. Nimmo back in on a dive. That to right. Abreu sizing this one up. Makes the grab, one away.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 4, Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
Come on, let's get the ground ball.
And that
Nope.
misses. Ball one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil stands in. And first offering is fouled off. Dobbins throws over. There's a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Mets leave 1. They trail it here 4-0. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
And
off
now here's a
for the
speed
Red
threat.
Sox,
Outfielder
the center fielder,
Cedar Rafaela.
Rafaela.
Pitches in there. And it's 0-1. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first. Got hit around a little bit. Just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location. Sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the batting order
Now
turns
batting,
over.
left
Next to
fielder,
hit, Jaron
Duran.
Duran. Doubled in his first
Duran.
AB. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offensive side for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. That one the other way. Lindor gets it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Rafael Devers.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
2 out, space is empty. That missed
One
by a
ball,
lot.
2
Gonna count
strikes.
1 and 2. Almost
2
got
balls,
him.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing for Boston, but they lead it 4-0. And we're back here at Fenway Park, top half of the third inning. Here's the rookie third baseman, Luis Angel Acuna. High fly ball out into left center field. Durant makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Up next for the Mets, the shortstop, Francisco.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Tosses to first. Lindor retired.
Now batting, the center fielder, Juan
Soto now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And there's a foul ball. Next offering way upstairs. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And that one is gone. That one felt good. And they're on the board. It's 4-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news. And all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
Here's Pete Alonso. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a ground ball. Throw over to Toro. Out number 3. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 4-1. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now at Fenway. Here's Alex Bregman.
Red Sox, the third baseman.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Swing and a foul straight back.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
That's towards center. And a quick out number 1.
Now batting, the right fielder, Wilyer.
So digging in, Wilyer Abreu. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. And that's down and away.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Up and in, 2 balls, no strikes.
Ball, that's out.
And that drops in for a strike.
The count is full.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. And he boots it. Man at first with one gone. Here's Trevor Story now. Worked to walk in his first trip to the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Swing and a miss as he was late.
1-1.
Look, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Throw over to
He's
first.
safe.
Right down to shoot. It's 2-2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swung out, belted. Deep. That one way back there. And that one's going to land not so much here, but here. He sends a rocket to left. His 7th home run of the season. And they boost their lead. It's 6-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty, one away. Abraham Toro digs in now. And he grounds one to the right side. Throws to first in time.
Up next for the Red Sox, the catcher, Connor.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him. Connor Wong. He doubled home a run in his first AB. That one outside,
out.
and that's ball 1. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Ball, one
Action
strike.
in the Mets bullpen. Clay Holmes, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. That one off the mark,
outside.
and it's 2-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Acuna. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Fenway, and the batter now, Mark Vientos.
Vientos.
So, Boog, you went to college in this town. What was it like for you being a college student and having the opportunity to bounce over here to Fenway Park and see some games?
Yeah, in fact, 1990, a couple of college classmates and I, we were in college. We bought standing room tickets, and then the next night got a chance to see the Red Sox clinch the East against the White Sox in that sliding catch in the corner by Tom Verdansky. The Red Sox would end up losing to the Oakland A's in the playoffs, but that's one of the things that I'll think about in terms of memories from going to college and going to Fenway.
2-2 the count.
And it remains 2-2. And there's the ball.
3-2.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. And he's already singled in this game. That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. One out, runner at second. Starling Marte up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Tapped softly on the ground, and that's just foul. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Flied to right his first time. Line to left, and it goes just foul.
One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud a great play on the field. These fans here.
That's a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. In there. He scores. It's 6-2. Runner at first with 2 away. And now here's Jeff McNeil. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Rafael right there to make the grab. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 6-2. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Clay Holmes.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
The second baseman,
David Hamilton getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time. And that one's a little bit low. And that is ball 1.
Get out of here, Matt. Go back to New York.
Ripped on a line to center. Soto hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Let's go, Red Sox. Let's go.
Rafaela at the plate for the second time as he takes ball 1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And that is out of play. Out to short. Lindor on to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
So the lineup flips over. Now batting Jarren Duran. 1 for 2. Duran in his 3rd season, 28 years old. And he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground, right side. Slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Red Sox go down quietly. They lead it 6-2. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Luis Angel Acuna. Dobbins back to work. Pop foul out of play off to the right. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
In the air to left down the line. Duran on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, the center fielder.
Here's Juan Soto. He's already homered in this game. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. The Mets down by 4, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's outside, and now 2-0.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Pete Alonso up next for the Mets. And a 4-pitch walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
2 outs, runner at first. Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. 0 for 2 in this one. Soto, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it's over the monster and off the billboard. He jacks that one out to left. And they cut into the deficit. It's 6-4.
It's no surprise this guy has won the home run derby multiple times. He was born to hit them. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
2 outs, nobody on. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Splits the plate. That's strike 1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Red Sox by 2. Next offering is in for a strike. And downstairs.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Off the mark there. And now it's 3-2. Red Sox leading it by 2. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Brandon Nimmo, the next to hit. Foul ball there. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That one well upstairs. And the count is 1-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Garrett Crochet up and throwing. Slayton warming up as well. Struck him out looking. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 6-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Fenway, down the number 2 hitter, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Towards first, and he handles it himself for the out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now it's Alex Bregman. He's been a great free agent sign. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Ripped to right. Marte makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Wilyer.
2 down, base is empty. Here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Wilyer Abreu. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. That one's in there. 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Outside low. Now 2-2. Ground ball right side. Throws to first in time. Red Sox go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Boston. They still lead it though, 6-4. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Garrett Crochet. He last pitched 2 days ago.
For the Red Sox, number 35, Garrett Crochet.
And stepping in for New York, Starling Marte.
Number 6, Starling Marte.
You can do it, Red Sox.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Right side, Abreu. Then there's one down.
The catcher, number 4, Francisco.
Here's the catcher to hit, Francisco Alvarez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Nick Birdie, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bernardino also throwing. One down, base is empty. And ball
That
one.
pitch is out.
Swing and a miss.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
2 strikes.
He goes down looking. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
So 2 down now, and here is Jeff McNeil. And a foul ball. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands.
That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Good eye right there. Luis Angel Acuna waiting to hit for the Mets. And that one hit to first. Finds its way through, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Luis Angel Acuna up now for the Mets. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. McNeil off of first with 2 away. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Squeezes it, and that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Mets 4. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Story now.
The shortstop, Trevor Story.
There's a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a foul straight back. The shortstop takes the ball. Oh, that hit him. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning. Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm. As you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue. And that's a really good sign.
Man at first, Abraham Toro now at the plate. That one misses. Ball one. And another ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
Story on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. Man at second. Popped up. Lindor hauls it in for the out, and there's one down.
Now batting, the catcher, Connor Wong.
So up next, Connor Wong.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
Cut on and lifted in the air. He's got it, and there's 2 away. David Hamilton
now
up next for the Red Sox.
Second baseman, David.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Alvarez makes the catch, and that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Mets 4.
Pitching for the Red
Welcome
Sox.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher
Number
on the mound.
57.
Nick Birdie. This is his 3rd time out this year.
Birdie.
Now up to hit Francisco
the
Lindor.
shortstop,
0 for 3. A fly out, a
Lindor.
ground out, and a strikeout. Called strike right there. Birdie, a 6'3" righty, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground to the left, and it stays fair. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third base line. That's
for the Mets.
really excellent
The
back
center
control,
field,
and it
one.
kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice. Really important at bat coming up now.
And now it's Juan Soto. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Next pitch is outside. Lindor at second with nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Rafaela sizes this one up, drops into the glove, And there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So digging in, Pete Alonso. This guy with light tower power.
Ball one, no strike.
In the dirt. And no movement on the bases. It's ball one. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Just
Outside, that's a ball.
missed. Just
Ball
missed. Mark
One
Vientos
strike.
in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Tying run at the plate. Oh, great stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Designated hitter,
Now, Mark Vientos, 1 for 3. And the slider catches the zone.
0-1's the count.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And that's in there for a strike. The slider that finds the mark.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. The tying run at the plate. Line drive. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Big RBI for him right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Nick Birdie gives way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the Red
So the
Sox.
Red Sox bring on a new pitcher,
Number
Justin
63.
Slayton.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
2 outs, runner on first. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
2 outs, and that one misses up and in. Now 1-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now. Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Red Sox 6 and the Mets 5. Back here in Boston, and now the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Ryan Stanek getting loose out there. Brazoban getting cranked up as well. Comes up empty.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean,
No balls, 2
that
strikes.
slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Next
1
offering
ball,
way off the
2 strikes.
plate. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Out towards right center field. That gets down for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Jaron Duran
Now
up
batting,
next for the Red
left
Sox.
fielder, Jaron Duran.
Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game, trying to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
One down, base is empty.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but
Now
found
back,
a way.
the
Just a
designated
solid
hitter,
swing
Rafael.
right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here is Devers in for a strike. 0-1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Rolled slowly to first. The throw to second is offline. The throw is late, and they come away without an out. Alex Bregman will hit next.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Little chopper rolls foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Here comes the 0-1. And fouled off. Durant over at second. Devers over at first with 1 away. Next pitch is outside. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Wilyer Abreu waiting to bat for the Red Sox.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
And that'll load the bases.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Booth. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
The right fielder, Wilyer.
So bases loaded with one away. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. In there for strike one.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And that is downstairs. And 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That one carrying. Bang! He'll touch them all. His 12th of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 10-5. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. So a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in four. Really good job at the plate.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Clay Holmes won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now
taking over on the mound for the Mets, Reed
number
Garrett.
75.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
One down. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. That one close, ruled the ball, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike. And a count 1-2. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Line drive, caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably
Now
doesn't
batting,
feel like it.
first
He hit the
baseman,
ball hard,
Abraham.
but it doesn't always work out in your favor.
Toro.
Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Abraham Toro up next for the Red Sox. Late with the swing there.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Four runs already in the frame. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's outside. base hit into right center field. And that extends the inning.
Up next for the Red Sox, the catcher, Connor.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. Headed towards the corner. Marte makes the grab on the run. Boston picks up 4 on the grand slam. It's down to 5 at 10-5 now. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back inside Fenway Park. New inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Starling Marte. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
So, man aboard. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. And first offering is fouled off.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Around second is Marte. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. Slides his hand in there. Safe. It's 10-6.
Well done. Drives in the run. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. McNeil digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. Alvarez leads off second with nobody out. Got him swinging.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And first offering is fouled off. This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away. And now it's Frankie Lindor.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. Francisco Lindor takes him deep. And they close the gap. It's 10-8. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Justin Slayton will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Red
Greg
Sox.
Weisser will take over here.
Number 57.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least one an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
So 2 away with nobody on. And here is Juan Soto. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Oh, 1 down. Outside. Activity in the bullpen. Aroldis Chapman, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Whitlock, a right-hander, loosening up as well. The 1-1.
Ball 2.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That one catches the zone, and the count's full.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Pete Alonso getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. Tying run at the plate.
1 ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
2 outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Rawley's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's down to 2 at 10-8 now.
Pitching for
Back
the Mets.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
92.
8th. Genesis Cabrera.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Here's the second
Leading
baseman,
off
David
for the
Hamilton.
Red Sox,
0 for 3 in
the
this
second
one.
baseman, David Hamilton.
Hard hit to third. Toss to Alonso, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Here's the center fielder, Cedar Rafaela. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Action in the Mets bullpen. Ryan Stanek preparing to come on if needed. Way upstairs,
No strike.
2-0. Base is empty, one away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Out to center. Soto pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs.
Now
That is an
batting,
excellent
left fielder,
pace.
Jaron Duran up next for the Red Sox.
If there's nobody on in front of him, you know, a single for him many times is a double. This guy is off to the races, ready to steal a bag when he's on first base.
That's too
Ball
low.
1.
Ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field, and that drops foul. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just
Ball
misses
2.
with that one. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Strike on the inside corner, and we are underway. Ball
That's
1
a
there. Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. In the air, out towards right center. Abreu. 1 up, 1 down. Here's a Mets lineup now. This is an offense, Chris, that's having a hard time scoring runs right now.
Yeah, sometimes things just aren't going to click, and unfortunately what happens is players press, they try to do a little bit more, and they get out of their game. You've got to let the game come to you. If you chase it, it's going to run from you. So this is a team that just needs to calm down, relax, and understand that they're going to come out of this.
Juan Soto in the box here lets that one go for a ball. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I wouldn't throw him another
1 ball,
breaking ball.
2
Try to
strikes.
go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
One down, base is empty. Caught him looking for the K. Here's Pete Alonso. Big time power.
Alonso.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Abreu hauls it in to end the inning. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here at Fenway Park, today's starting pitcher, Kodai Senga. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, you know, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environment. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Jaron Duran, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And the sweeper misses for a ball. That one blasted deep to right. That's back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? That should put a jolt into this home crowd. His second home run of the series, and the Red Sox jump in front. It's 1-0.
Can be pretty dangerous when you fall behind in the count 2-0. You've still got to try to find a way to keep that hitter off balance. Well, he wasn't able to do it there. The hitter did a nice job of turning that pitch around, not missing it in a hitter's count.
Devers now.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Batting average this month over 400.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And a pitch. That misses. 1-1.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Look out!
That hit him.
And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
The third
Here's
baseman,
Alex Bregman.
Bregman.
Here goes the runner. Swing and a miss. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Wow, what an incredible throw right there. And he might not have had time to get to his feet and catch that runner. That's an incredible display of arm strength.
The 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And he gets Bregman. Now 2 out.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball
Batting
off the
fourth,
outside
the
corner
right
of the
fielder,
plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Red Sox already leading. And that eats him up.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for
Batting
some,
fifth,
so that was
the
nicely
shortstop,
done to beat the
Trevor.
odds. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's Trevor Story. There's a strike. That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 0-2.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Outside corner, got him looking. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Second inning
Leading
set
off for
to
the
go.
Mets,
And
the
now the Mets
designated
DH,
hitter,
Mark Vientos. Vientos measures 6 feet 4 inches. Batting in the cleanup spot. He's usually a third baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
A little bit of a day off for him. Instead of being at the hot corner, he can just kind of put the batting gloves on, hold the bat as he sits on the bench, waiting for his time to hit.
And a curve is down and in. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Let's go, Hunter.
On the ground.
Foul ball.
And foul ball.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone. That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. And that should quiet this home crowd, and it ties it up. It's 1-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Starling Marte up now for the Mets. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Next offering is in for a strike. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away,
Nope,
and
that's
down.
inside.
And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Now this is in the air down the line. 2 down. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Popped up. Toro settles